There we go. That is not supposed to do that. All right, guys, say hi. Today, I want to talk about a couple things before we start. We are mid-March, right? And we are still going strong with our Club Couture transfer. Look at this new packaging they came out with. So pretty. I really like this a lot. I just love how they're changing the image and kind of rebranding themselves. So many good things coming down the pike. But let's take a peek inside. So if you subscribe, or if you are a subscriber, this is the March Club transfer kit, if you will, bundle, if you will, that's coming to your house that you should have probably already seen if you are a member. All right, let's take a peek, see what's inside. So inside is another envelope. So that'll be inside. What do we have here? Instead of a chockable shape, this month they decided to give us a makeup bag. How cute is that? A little cosmetic bag. Honestly, you could use it as a pencil pouch. You could decorate it up for your kids. For our bean bag toss kit, the chalk made kit, all of those, if you get two, which I have, I still have to make them for you. All of the bean bags can fit in there, so you don't have to necessarily use this month's transfer for this bag. Keep it for something special. And you also get, hi Mom, you also get 3 ink paste singles. So you'll get your Shimmer Gold, Meadow, and Couture Coral. And that is everything you'll get. If you subscribe for your first time, you also get a free mini squeegee with your shipment. So it's not too late to snag this guy. He is still available. Let's take a peek at the transfer itself. Open up the envelope. I feel like I'm on an award show, and the winner is ta-da! Everything changes, nothing is permanent. Isn't that the truth? With a beautiful butterfly. A lot of people are coloring that in. I'm trying to think where mine went. I heat set mine. Here it is. Here it is. Let's see. I also want to show you that. So here's mine. I started to color in just certain parts of it. So you can see you don't have to color the whole thing in, or you just do it all in one color and you just have the outline, which is kind of like a tattoo, right? You can just have the simple lines of the outlines. Isn't that fun? So that was my project. I also have here some wood cutouts. You can find these on Etsy in a store named Decor Cutouts, but these flowers, okay, all these are cut out to match. This guy goes there, that guy goes there, and this guy goes there. So if you like to give your projects dimension, you can go with wood cutouts as well. These are not supplied by Chalk Couture, but they are supplied by Decor Cutouts on Etsy. So if you wander that way, you can always do that. You can always put this on like a ruler, a wood ruler, or like a paint stirrer, and just kind of put it in your garden too. If you want to just do the butterfly, that would be cute too. All right, I'm going to put all mine back into my beautiful packaging here. Let's get those singles back in there. Okay. Also, tomorrow we are having just a teeny weeny little product release. It's called our milestones. So when you think of milestones, what do you think of? You know, milestones in life, or stepping blocks in life, if you will. And I will just give you a quick sneak peek of that. So we're gonna have two kind of collections to it. We have, actually, let's see, did I print both of them? Let's see here. That's one. Okay, so these are really small for you guys to see. You won't be able to see that, but so one of them will be our Just Married collection. Tons of wedding transfer. I think not tons. Tons of projects you can do with these transfers. I think there's going to be 3 or 4. One is a returning one, but they all coordinate with the same font. You guys, my daughter's getting married, so I plan on hopefully using a ton of these. She has a lot of her signage already kind of put together, but I'm going to make sure I get to sprinkle some things in there. So if you're thinking about weddings or anniversaries, perfect collection for you. And then the So Cool for School collection, this one is going to be so fun. They have designs ranging from preschool, little guys, to team spirit, school spirit. You can do all kinds of stuff because they're going to pair it with, they still have that sport collection going on, right? If you look for our sports collection, you can do a whole lot with school spirit. And then if you want to get specific to a team, you use your team colors. Specific sports like soccer or track or football or baseball. That's fun. And then something for our graduates, since graduation is right around the corner. You guys, it's March. Graduations usually happen in May. Parties usually start happening in June, or even the day of graduation. People have graduations. And then here's for the little guys. Elementary school. The Just Married, let's see if they didn't really blow that one up. But what's kind of cool is they took the same transfers, and I know this is teeny weeny. You'll see better pictures tomorrow. And did kind of 3 different color schemes. Here's your black tie. Here's kind of like your boho. And then this is your whimsical. So just by changing the colors of your paste, you can match any mood, any theme. Honestly, with any of our transfers, okay? It doesn't just have to go with our wedding. You can do anything. You can match your home color for color, okay? I like this one for the seniors. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And this just kind of goes, this is just a little pamphlet that, I guess it printed twice. Just kind of goes through all the pieces, parts that will be available tomorrow. Yay, I'm so excited. All right, we'll put that aside. Let's start chalking. Okay, we're gonna use hill and crosses, and the He is Risen floral on our 9x12 outside the box frame. Okay, remember this guy? We did him quite some time ago for spring. Now we're going to decorate on the other side for Easter. So we're going to slide this guy out. That's the beauty of those frames. We can just buy replaceable panels and just kind of keep changing them out as the seasons go, as the months go by. All right, I'm going to give it a little wipe down. Just make sure we don't have any chalk from the other side on this side. So I'm just taking a wipe, wiping it down. Okay, and then we're gonna get a paper towel, possibly. And I'll just dry it up. You can take your quick dry tool, a hair dryer, or whatever it is you have, and dry it. You can see it dries fairly quickly. All right. Let's start. So here's what I'm thinking. Remember, you lose a little bit of a border around your frames. So don't do anything to the bottom or to the left or the right or top. So we're going to give ourselves some room. Let's get this open. All right. So I'm thinking, let's see. Let's just see how much of a channel we're losing. We're losing about, I don't know, maybe a quarter, an eighth to a quarter inch deep. So I may bring that down some. I may bring it down to the edge like that. Hello, hello. If you're hopping on, say hello. Let's go ahead and turn it over. This was Hill and Crosses. Okay. So we're going to do this one first. We're also going to need our fuzzing cloth. Where is my fuzzing cloth? Okay, we're going to take that off. Careful it doesn't fold up on each other, on itself. And then we're just going to put it on our fuzzing cloth. Don't mind that one. That is stained, not dirty, just stained. It's clean. I wash mine. They say not to wash them, but I wash them. All right, we're just going to take some of that tack off of that adhesive. They are adhesive backed. That's what keeps them in place for us. All right, we're going to just line this guy up. And then I start from the bottom, or you can start from the top, and I drag up. Then I can see if I'm centered side to side. And I can see when I get to the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of pull down this way here. All right. So right now we're just gonna place our hill. This is our hill right here. And I brought out two different greens. I brought out pesto and moss, and I figured I'm gonna do kind of like a hot mess with those two. We're gonna mix them together. Nice, rich greens. So let's go ahead and see if I can get some stir sticks here. I'm going to bring out a couple more because I plan on doing some more hot mess. We'll bring out a squeegee or two. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to grab some moss. Make sure I get a good amount, right? And we're just going to kind of just spread it around. Okay, then we're going to take a clean squeegee. This is getting thick on me, so let's add some water. This is our pesto. Let me just try to thin it up a little bit. Again, if you're adding water to your paste, you can use filtered, distilled, bottled. Just don't use tap water. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of plop this around too. There, I think that's pretty good. Put this to the side. I wonder if I want to use my hands or not. I actually might just use a squeegee, okay? And I am just gonna, right now, I'm gonna kind of go back and forth. I'm gonna kind of get that blended in, back and forth. You probably won't see too big of a difference in the color because those guys are kind of similar. But nonetheless, it'll probably give it some character. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead now and just kind of spread where I didn't get it covered. I'm going to avoid everything else on the transfer here. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see. You can kind of see the lighter green. Color in there. Okay. Now, because I've mixed the two, I cannot put this back in any of the jars. So we will have to just discard it, which is fine. Okay, now I'm just trying to get off whatever excess I have. Looks good. Okay. Bring back over that paper towel and just kind of take it off. Okay. All right, then we're going to take this off. All right, look at that. I love that blend. Let's get this dry. Make sure it's good and dry, because what we're going to do is give it a little coat of wax so that we can chalk on top of it and not worry about pulling anything off. And you'll see there are some spots that aren't covered. That is part of the transfer itself. It just gives it character and makes it look like a distressed or a chalked area. Excuse me, so don't be alarmed. So far, so good. It looks like a grassy hill, doesn't it? As it dries, you can tell it gets a little bit darker, a little more of a matte finish. If you want it to be a shiny surface when you're all done, and you know for a fact that you will not be switching out your design, then go ahead and give it a spray, a coating. You can do a top coat with a glossy coat, or you can do a matte topping. I like matte myself, but sometimes you want a glossy look. So you can definitely spray that. Okay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and give this a quick coat of wax. I wonder, you guys, I'm going to try a special tool. This is a dauber, or I'm trying to think what else they call it. A foam brush. This piece itself is just a foam brush, like applicator or holder. This is a little foam disc that a lot of crafters will use with their inks. But because it's sometimes hard to hold the paper towel or the applicator that we have. So I want to try this. So I'm just going to cover it. I think it's getting there. And I'm just keeping it on the green. Okay. I think it did. I think it worked. I love it. All right, so we applied it. Now we're going to get a clean paper towel. And then I'm going to gently buff it. I don't want to take any of the green off. I just want to buff off some of that wax. Okay. Just give it a nice little protective coating. All right. Okay, that feels good. All right, next. Actually, we can bring back, let's do this one first. This is the He is Risen floral. We have another one that says He is not here, which I really like that one too. All right, He is Risen. Floral, they call it. I really like that floral too. I might do that on a separate project. I really like that one. It's very pretty. Okay, let's get our trimmers. Trim this in half. In the video description, you'll see links to today's products, the surface, the transfers, and then there's various links to our accessories, meaning our squeegees and other tools like that, and just other links to other products. I really like that flower. Must do flower. Okay, let's get this guy off. And he's a little sticky. So let's go ahead and, even though I waxed, I'm going to just kind of fuzz this guy once or twice. That's it, just a little bit. All that stickiness comes back after you wash your transfers, which is a beautiful thing. Okay. We're going to get this centered on the hill here. Probably put it towards the bottom. Thankfully, our transfers are translucent, so I can tell where my placement is going. And I'm going to firmly / gently make sure this is flat. Okay, and then we're going to grab our white. It's especially important to wax when you're putting a white on top of a color, because sometimes the white will, or the color will seep into the white and will discolor your white. So that wax acts as a barrier so that doesn't happen. So we're just going to go over the words. All right, so when I want to apply the paste, see how it applies it thickly? And then when I want to move it along or scrape off that excess, I hold my transfer or my squeegee more upright. All right, I'm also avoiding the Matthew verse because we're going to do that somewhere else. Okay, so I'm just going over it, making sure everything's covered nice. Transfer back to your jar and then lift. Wow, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, let's put that aside. Let's get that dry. Also probably could have put it up there if I wanted to. That way I could have done flowers and all that on my hill. But I kind of just wanted to keep it simple. Simple is good. Okay. Let's bring the cross back over. Or the crosses, I should say. And we're going to try to center those crosses. So let me line my board up on my mat. and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4.5, right? Right about here is center. So I'm going to go off that middle cross, and the center of here, and we're going to put it about here, I think. Okay, lay those down. See if they look straight. They look a little crooked. We're just going to kind of tilt it a little bit. I think that looks straight. All right, let's write that down gently, firmly yet gently. All right, now with that, we're going to do a little mixing of Saucy. Remember Saucy? That was one of our color of the month. And unfortunately, Bite Me is gone. That was this month's. Oh, I thought this was, well, this is bark. Or not bark, that's chocolate. I thought I had my bark. Oh well. Okay. Let's go and put some of our Saucy. Okay. Just little dabs of it. That's all you need. I'm just going to kind of keep that chocolate up there and just kind of grab from that as I go. So I'm just start here. I'm going to just kind of mix it like that. I'm going to grab some more. Let's do this side. Ooh, that had a lot more Saucy on it. Kind of try to make it look rustic, roughed up a little. This time I'm going to go straight down. Okay. I can actually kind of use that as a squeegee. That was kind of working. So let's go ahead and scrape that off. Put it on a paper towel or somewhere. You need to discard that. You can't put it back in a jar. If you feel like you need to calm the colors down more, you can keep going over it so that it blends better. I'm going to use a little mini squeegee now to get the rest off. You remember, you don't want to leave a lot of chalk paste behind. You want to get that excess off. All right, I'm excited to see what that looks like. All right, and then we'll gently lift. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Let's get it dry. Kind of cool if we did some dark clouds in the sky. Or even some bright clouds. This probably would have a totally different look if it was done on the white side. Okay, that is pretty cool. See that? Tilt that up. Very, very simple. like I said, you could do flowers from the transfer itself. Does have some flowers. Let's see if we want to do any. You know, I really think I'm just going to keep it as is. Unless we do some flowers right here in the middle. Right here. Might look good. And I'm actually going to use this saucy. Put that back. I'm going to grab that squeegee and get that wiped away. Okay, let's lift that. Ooh, that looks good. That looks really good. Now I'm wondering if we should put more. Let's see, we can do a little clump here. Let's see. I don't know. Let's put some here, I think. Let's do some right there. Again, what's nice is I can kind of see through where I'm placing everything, so I can make sure it's like on the hill. Do the flowers, and then there's some leaves on the one side. Let's first do this color. And then we'll do the leaves. Again, we're kind of keeping this super simple. I'm going to grab some of the moss, because that was the lighter of the two greens. Let's see. Get that worked in. Okay, let's take that off. Very nice. And then maybe we'll put a little something here too, I think. Let's see. There's a little clump of little flowers that we could do. Let's see here. We don't have to do them all either. Just kind of put that down. I grab my squeegee. And then I'm going to avoid a couple here as I go, just so I do a little section. It'll kind of give your eye some movement. It'll kind of just helps it visually, right? Okay, let's lift that up. Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. That's what we have. He is risen. All right, let's get this nice and dry, and we're gonna slip it in our frame. Coincidentally, as I'm looking this kind of flower kind of matches these flowers a little bit, but it's just too big, and I don't feel like it should be on this board at all. So we're going to do something fun with that another time. Let's go ahead and stick it in our frame here. This is our outside the box. Thanks. Right, here's your little slit there. We're just gonna slip that in. Ooh, boom. And there you have it. He is risen. I love it. I love it. I love it. Easter is only, oh gosh, it's less than 2 weeks away, right? Now it's 13, 12 days away. So we'll do a couple more projects probably in the next day or two, but then we're going to be on to spring and Mother's Day and just everyday type stuff, along with wedding and graduations and all of the things that go in the spring months. So thank you guys for hopping on tonight. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed today's demo, and